Hello, Serge here for the Backyard Driving Range. Okay, today we didn't really get a question. We got comments about things that happen with golfers, and I think it's probably happens to a lot of you. And I think it's really good, therefore, that we maybe cover this and see how, if you're ending up in a situation of this Serge, how you can and how you can handle the situation and maybe help other golfers at the same time. This comes to us from Don Klein, and Don says, and he's from Troy, Illinois. Don Klein from Troy, Illinois, and Don says, "Hey Serge, I just read your daily about playing with no pain, and thought I would tell you a little bit about my no pain experiences. Everywhere I go, it seems that we always start talking about golf. The dentist, bank, checkout lines, work, parties, friends' houses, appointments, the practice range, repair shops. You get the idea. The conversation always, and I mean always, turns to back and or knee pain from golfing." Let me read that again. Turns to back or knee pain from golfing. "I am 54 years old and in great shape, and when I started playing golf 4 years ago, the back pain from my many rotational swing lessons forced me to consider giving it up for good. I did not know at the time that there was an alternative swing method. Then a new golf friend suggested your website. 3 years later, I can play all day, every day when I can, am not intimidated by a tough course, and play to a 15 handicap, sometimes single digits, and have a blast doing it. Playing a round or two with your swing actually makes my back feel better, like a good massage. Now, when I have those conversations at all the above mentioned places, I tell all the pain sufferers that they can actually play pain-free and play well. I don't know how many of them are open-minded enough to actually give swingsurgeon.com a try, but I hope some have. There is a lot of bad information out there to overcome, so I will continue spreading the word. I've been working all winter on the video instructions and look forward to every day to another feel-good daily message. Keep up the great work." Again, Don Klein from Troy, Illinois. I think we can all relate to that. And again, I've said many times that one of the best things that you can do if you really believe in the swing is to help other people. Get out the word. And not only just get out the word to other people to help them become Sergites, but get out the word to your golf professionals that you'll deal with and say, "Hey, I'd love to take lessons from you, but I won't until you learn the Serge swing, because it works for me. I don't have pain anymore." And I think you're going to, and actually tell them, there's a lot of Sergites out there that'll come to you. And a lot of golfers who are having bad backs and being forced to quit the game. If you're teaching that rotational swing, how many customers are you possibly losing because of that? And or at least don't play as much or are going to practice as much and even take any reasonable amount of lessons if every time they're playing, practicing, whatever, they're leaving in pain. All right? So I really think one of the biggest escapades of golfers leaving golf, we have this big problem in the game of golf today, is that whatever we take in every year, we're losing as many. And I think the number one cause of why we're losing them is that the rotational swing being taught by majority of all golf pros and being done by probably 95% to 97 or 98% of golfers in the world is rotational. And when it puts them into pain, at some point in time, every time you play, you feel like you've just been stomped on by a herd of buffaloes, and or been in a boxing match with the heavyweight champion of the world, and he just pound on you like a punching bag, and you say, "Hey, this isn't worth it anymore." All right, and so I guess it's time to go back to doing something where I can do it, not feel pain, and be happy about it, and especially do it probably something else better, because there's nothing worse than not anywhere coming close to exceeding reaching your expectations, of your reasonable expectations of how you can play, and not being able to get there and hit the ball terrible and feel terrible on top of it. So I need you all to help pass on that message, and Bob talks about it well. But I think one thing you could add to that even if you're in a situation, even without a golf club, you could always demonstrate the swing and show how simple it is, just like skipping a rock on a lake. And I think if you're in a place where where you could make a swing yourself and then ask them to do it, or just get them to skip a rock on a lake, or say, "Hey, if you were playing tennis, do you play tennis?" "Yeah." And so the tennis player the server serves it to me, and I just go and I hit a forehand like this, or I hit a backhand. We don't turn the back to the target. We swing straight back and through. The hockey players, straight back and through. All right? Baseball players, you're standing over here, and you're just swinging straight back. There's no baseball player turning his back to the pitcher to look at it. Golf's the only sport in the world that turns the back to the target. And as I said on my very first video that I shot way back in the 90s at Harbortown, in the early 90s, I said, did God give golfers a dispensation to play by their own set of rules? I don't think so. So the biggest reason why golfers are having problems playing to anywhere near their reasonable expectations, and every new lesson I have, I ask folks, what are you looking for? And I don't have 18 handicappers coming to me and saying, hey, I want to win the championship flight or the club championship this year because I hear your swing is good and I think you can do it for me. All they want to do is win their flight and then maybe hopefully move up to the flight above that. But 99% of the time, all of you have just absolutely normal, reasonable expectations. I can chew gum and walk. I think I should be able to hit the ball fairly consistently. And when you can't even do that, and then what you're being taught is killing your back and hurting your knees and your whatever, you finally say, hey, this isn't worth it. And that's what the number one reason, as Don explained here, is how people get to the Surge swing is because it is the body-friendly, pain-free swing. Now, so demonstrating it could really help. And again, in many cases, you don't always have to have a golf club in your hand to be getting better. You could be, you're out someplace, you're standing around waiting in line, or you're waiting to get your coffee. Just go off to the side and, like right here, if you can look at your shadow, you can practice swings like this and just watch your shadow and that's your head staying still. So this is great. I think the way to keep the Surge Nation alive, keep this website going, is to get more Surgeites coming to it, turning more Surgeites out there. I need your help. You can bring more to me than I can go out there and find right now. And I also pleading and begging that you talk to your golf pros about it, about the Surge Nation. They can get certified on the website, do everything. I mean, Europe, anywhere, it's all on the website. If they get internet access, they can do the whole certification process on the internet from our site. So, Don, thanks for this great comment. Again, we all want to get better, and so the more we can help each other out, pass on a good message, help the world, we feel good about that alone. Never mind the fact that we're helping another golfer stay in the game, enjoy the game without pain, and shoot better and make better swings. So, like all of us, everybody can make better swings, hit the ball more solid straight, most likely longer, shoot those lower scores. That's what it's all about. And the more you can help us all, your friends and everybody else, spread the word, the better off we are. So that's it for the Surge for today, and I'll be talking with you all again soon.